Are you too old for social media? Do your friends, your family, maybe your neighbors, maybe even your spouse scoff at you for even thinking about starting a YouTube channel? Like, what are you doing, Nez? What are you doing on YouTube? You're 44 years old. Well, if that's something that you get a lot, you're going to definitely want to come on back, because I'm going to answer definitively, once and for all, finally, exactly if you're too old to be on social media or everybody else is just nuts. How's it going, Nez Nation? Thank you so much for being in this video. If you're new to this channel, I'm Professor Nez. I'm an executive career coach, personal branding consultant, business owner, author, speaker. And if you want to grow your impact and your income, earn that money on this thing called the internet, you want to consider subscribing, because I'm giving you brain-busting content every single week. Make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to share with you my personal story as to why I started my YouTube channel back in 2015, 2016. And I think it's going to be something that's going to give everything I'm about to say right now a lot of context, maybe inspire you as well. So make sure you stick around to the end. Listen, I want to really put this in perspective, and I'm just going to dive right into it. Did you know that 92% of all employers search your online presence during the interview process? Now, if that's for hiring, can you imagine what that means if you're a business selling a product or service? You guys, you got to really look at this with a completely different perspective. If you're looking to advance your career, if you're looking to grow and scale your business, being too old for social media, that question doesn't even make any sense. It's just a smart move for your career and your business. You got to understand that we are in the attention business. I want to ask you a very serious question. Every time you go to Starbucks, every time you go to the grocery store, or maybe you go to the post office, or anywhere, you go to an event, a concert, when you look around, let me know in the comments down below, when you look around, what is everybody doing? You look around at all the people, you look at all the people waiting in line at Starbucks. What is everybody doing? If you said they're looking at this thing, then you're absolutely right. See, this is about understanding where attention is going. It's the same reason why Amazon owns the world. It's the same reason why Hollywood is running scared because of Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, etc., even YouTube. This is where the attention is. If COVID has taught us anything, it's all about adaptation. Now, I want to really add even some more flavor to this, because it's not just for you being on there for your business and your career, even though that's absolutely imperative. But also, if you look at, what's happening on social media and YouTube, let's say you're not in it for your career. Let's say you're not in it for business. Let's say you just want to connect with people. You just want to reach out. You want to share your story and perhaps maybe even meet some interesting people or meet like-minded people like yourself. I can say, as a 44-year-old, forget that I own a business, forget that I help professionals and executives with their brand. I can say, without a shadow of hyperbole, that I have met some of the most phenomenal people, like-minded people, business owners, content creators. I'm really a content creator at heart. I love creating content. I have met so many amazing individuals that know my language, know my energy, know my struggles, know my pains. Some of the best human beings I've ever met in my life, all on these platforms, all online. And so even if you're not doing this for business, even if you're not doing this to advance your career, there is something called connection. And I don't buy these documentaries that you see saying social media is evil, social media is this. Social media is a tool. It's how you wield that tool that makes all the difference. And so it's the same thing as saying that, all cars are evil because a few drunk drivers have, destroyed lives and killed people with their irresponsible, negligent behavior. We can't punish everybody based on the least common denominator. I truly believe in my heart that the world is full of amazing good people, more so than there are bad people who are wielding these tools in nefarious ways. So not only is this absolutely imperative for you as a business, if you're a business and you're not marketing yourself using the power of YouTube and using the power of LinkedIn and all these amazing platforms that I can say have changed my life, changed my business in so many amazing ways, the global scale and reach of these amazing platforms, the fact that I can put a video on LinkedIn and it can reach somebody in New Zealand. It can reach somebody in Tunisia. This is phenomenal. This thing is a phenomenal tool. It really is. It just depends on how you use it. Barring all of those things that I said, you're a human being, and you also have a ton of experience and knowledge if you're post 40 like myself. I almost feel it is a obligation, a responsibility, at least where I come from and how I grew up, that the elders passed on their knowledge, passed on their experiences to the younger folks so that they could learn and grow and adapt and avoid some of the same mistakes that you and I made when we were younger. I think that's actually a moral imperative. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with that. And so the fact that you're over 40 means you have an amazing treasure trove of experience up here and in here that somebody needs to hear. And by sharing them in really powerful ways, you can inspire change. That's what human connection is all about. That's what social, look at the word, social media was really all intended for in the first place. Now, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And I'd love it if you could smash that smash button if you got a ton of value from this video, and definitely consider subscribing and hit that bell notification to all notifications, because I'm giving you brain-busting content, helping you to grow your impact and your income online. I told you I was going to share my story as to why I started creating my YouTube channel and other platforms like this. I first started in my mother's business when I was 13 years old, helping her with her leather shoe and handbag retail store. And I really learned a ton in there, but I got kind of burnt out in my 20s. And so I decided to go back into the public sector and get a job as a professor. So I was teaching business communications, creative writing. I just wanted to slow things down. I was kind of, a little sick and tired of the grind of the business life, always go, go, go. And, I figured, it'd be really cool to teach something I love, which is art and creative writing and communication and marketing, to young people and be inspired by them as hopefully they are as inspired by me. And so I did that for a long time. And I still do that actually part-time because I love teaching. I don't just call myself Professor Nez for kicks and giggles. I actually am a professor. I just do it on a very, very part-time basis. I got a lot of gripes with the university system, especially here in North America. Don't get me started. So I was doing this for quite some time, and then this was the turning point. This is when I started creating my YouTube channel, which started back in 2016. A student came up to me and said, Professor Nez, I just paid $100,000 for a piece of paper and nobody will hire me. And guys, it absolutely broke my heart when I heard this. Remember how I told you I have a lot of gripes with the university system? Well, this is just, to me, that was like the final straw. I felt incumbent upon myself. I felt some type of deep-seated, like I said, responsibility or obligation that I had to do something about this, that I just couldn't see. It was just too saddening to see my students, paying all this money, going into debt, and then walking off the commencement stage and having antiquated knowledge that had nothing to do with the marketplace. And so that's why I created this YouTube channel, and that's why I create content in general. And lucky for me, there's nothing that gets my rocks off more than helping others and inspiring others. So it was just a perfect, merging of two worlds. And so that's why I started my YouTube channel. And I started my YouTube channel when I was, 39, 38? I can't remember, 37 maybe? I'm 44 now, and I'm never going to stop. YouTube has changed my life. Content has built my business. It's built my brand. It's video has done more for my business and my life than my 3 degrees put together. And so I just hope that gives you inspiration, and I hope that motivates you, because you're not old enough to start this thing. I actually believe more this is a person over 35, post 40 person's game than it is somebody who's a younger game, which is the typical kind of myth that most people believe, that this is just for young people. As a matter of fact, you have amazing experience. If you're watching this and you're post 35, you have amazing experience. You have amazing knowledge. You can do wonderful things with this if you share it, and you can monetize it too. I always say start with impact, because you have to impact people first, and then the income comes. But I'm telling you, the income is beautiful and you can do it. It just depends on how best you can serve your knowledge to that targeted audience. And I've got a ton of videos that can help you with this. I'll leave a few videos in the description and the end screen at the end, but I got a ton of videos, ton of podcasts that will help you with this. If you're over 40 and you're looking to make the internet your friend, you see so many people doing it, but you're hesitant, you're apprehensive, I got everything that you need to maybe even advance your career, grow up, maybe and start and scale your very own online business where you can make serious money working from home. Or, working in person, but still using the internet, leveraging these powerful platforms to build your brand, build your business. It's the most remarkable time that we've ever lived in. This is the best era to live in. And so I implore you, post 40-year-olds, I implore you, post 35-year-olds, this is all for you, more for you than it is for anybody under 35. I hope you got a ton of value from this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Make sure you hit that like button and don't go anywhere because like I said, I've got amazing videos turning your passion into profits. You got to check out these videos right here. Make sure you subscribe down there and I'll see you over there. Don't go anywhere. Go check this out right now. Click on that right there.